Welcome. Jabari is here. Just testing the audio there, guys. I've changed a lot of stuff to hopefully avoid any issues today. Jabari will be with us for the sets tonight, and we'll dive into Dapwnerer versus Gurastobbybufas here in just a second. I'm trying to make sure that these games are actually here for us because we have.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was just going to practice saying the name Gurastobbybufas.
Yeah. Well, I transferred the files over, and for some reason I was having trouble loading the game, so I'm just going to make sure they work here. But while I do that, and that loads up, let's go ahead and show you guys the Civ draft, or not, where it is happening here. White screen. Lovely.
Oh boy. Is the Civ draft site down?
That's what I'm wondering. Nope, I'm good. That's up. We're good.
Perfect.
It just take a second to load in, guys. Guras will be here with the Mayans, Franks, Persians, and Huns. Dapwnerer will have Lithuanians, Goths, Berbers, and Spanish of all civilizations. So we have some interesting Civ selections. Home map for Dapwnerer, Banano. Home map for Guras is Jungle Nomad. So looking forward to that quite a bit. Some interesting maps. It's banana. Love it. Andrew, if you could help me out tonight, if you're going to be around, if you could let me know if my audio cuts at all. Went through some painstaking, troublesome issues with that lately, so we're hoping that everything is good now. Right now, I show all good on my end, but if you could let me know. In and out's fine. Anybody in chat can do it, really. But nonetheless, I sound a bit different. That's interesting. Well, hopefully it's for the better. But we're going to dive into the games here in just a second, guys. Let me just confirm that I actually have them now, because we did have this issue when I loaded them up last time. That probably sounded bad. It isn't bad. All right. Well, that's a plus. I'm going to take it as a plus anyways. And as soon as I get the games, we'll dive in here. Figures as much. We don't have any problems with any of these. And then last couple of nights, we just have issues. Right?
Yep. I mean, you're consistent for me as well. If Andrew says you're consistent in stream, let's assume everything is good to go.
Yep, that is the plan. I'm going to transfer these files over one more time here, guys, because for some reason, this is, again, not worked for me. But we should be good to go. It just sounds like you have a different headset. The audio is consistent. Okay. Yeah, headset, microphone, all the same, but things have been updated. Did some driver updates, uninstalled, restalled, everything. So it's been kind of a pain, to be honest. But hopefully all is for the better now. And again, sorry for the delay here at the beginning. Just trying to get everything loaded up as necessary right now. But how is everyone today? Hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I know this tournament has been crazy so far, and we're only finishing up the round of 64 today. We have this set, and then we have one more to follow, and believe it or not, we already have some sets in for the round of 32, just to give you guys an update on that. So we're not going to have any breaks in the casting this weekend. I actually expect for all 16 of the round of 32 matchups to submit their games. So hopefully, players have scheduled and played, or are scheduled and are going to play soon.
Yep, I mean, Sunday is the official deadline. We'll give people a couple days of grace if they absolutely can't get it done on time, but can manage to schedule for Monday or Tuesday. But it seems like players in this open division have actually been quite good about scheduling. Definitely better than the first two.
Absolutely agree. All right, so we're diving in here, guys. I'm going to get things loaded up, and then I have to share my screen with Jabari here. But we'll show you guys the live action here in a second. will be
live action recorded games.
Hey, this is as live as it can be from a recorded game. All right.
For sure. I am going to create a Liquipedia page for the tournament. And I do anticipate that some of the later rounds will actually draw general attention for live casting.
Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Let me throw this over to Jabari here, and then we'll be good to go. Gotten that, Jabari?
Looks good.
All right, and we are a go. Game 1, guys, here. Going to be Guras with the yellow civ. He will have the Mayans here. So Mayans, very popular. Obviously, Jabari is not going to be happy that Loom was created first. But on the other side, Dapwnerer going to have the Berbers. So Mayans v Berbers should be pretty interesting.
Yep, pretty pure archer versus cavalry matchup. And yeah, like you say, Mayans don't need to open with Loom. We've said that, like, for probably more than 50% of the Arabia games so far. It seems like Mayans are by far the most popular pick. So anybody who's watched a single cast from the game so far should know for future rounds that you can actually, in addition to all the reasons you're picking Mayans for, start an additional bill ahead.
Yeah, not a bad play. Very, very open map for Guras here. Looks like he will have all of his golds forward. His berries are forward. His boar is even forward on both accounts. But he will have very safe woodline. And, I mean, walling to his golds and probably walling in this stone wouldn't be a bad play. Woodline, as it is just one, which is awkward. Very, very good for him, at least. So that is one positive for him here. Dapwnerer, he has a dream map in comparison, really. His gold is a little bit exposed up here to the north, but all in all, not too shabby. And he does have one gold in the back as well.
Yeah, one bad thing about Dap Space, though, is that hill right at the front. That's kind of looks like the staging ground for a devastating attack, man. And a hill in that position doesn't really serve any defensive purpose. And yeah, what you said about Guras, you say that his base is pretty wallable, but I bet, man, he's going to just play this open. He's the higher rated player. He's going Mayans. Sometimes when shit is just forward like this, the best defense is a good offense.
Absolutely, for sure. Hitch wants to know who's going to tower rush out of these two. If I had to guess, I'd say the Mayan Civ would do that over a Berber Civ, but I don't think we've seen a single tower rush other than Pogdog's attempt on Arena last night.
Yep, tower rushes are way out of favor on Arabia these days. I guess you can say the consensus opinion must just be that they're a throw. And honestly, I guess I haven't tried tower rushing too much myself recently, but they are underwhelming when they come my way. Vils just can fight them down so effectively.
Yeah, I feel like towers, unless you're able to deny resources fairly handily, are not going to work anymore with this current meta style play. I mean, and the maps have been so diverse that everything, all of the res is pretty spread out. So at best case scenario, you see like two stones next to each other and you try to come forward and tower that, but ultimately that doesn't really happen on Arabia anymore.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I feel like they might have changed the map script to prevent the stones from, like, I guess, being in the same area, but that definitely doesn't apply here with this retro map. I mean, I guess it is possible that the same close resource prevention is in place here. But, yeah, all the other modernization things I would not expect to see on this.
Yeah, altogether, I mean, I actually missed the tower rush meta. Like, I actually enjoyed playing a lot more back then with man-at-arms and towers. But nowadays, I just feel like players are too good, easily adaptable to that strategy, and towers with so little HP now really nerfed towers. I mean, we'll see if it comes back at any stage, but honestly, I think the meta has just shifted to these early drush into man-at-arms or straight archers, straight scouts builds.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
In danger.
Monkey should take this for sure. Nice move by Dap. He was a player. He misses it. Well, Dap was a player in the mid-elo bracket, so he knows a little thing or two about that monkey.
Yeah, he actually took that fight, and it was kind of interesting that he didn't lose the Vil. I think a little bit of hesitation maybe from Dap there.
Yep, I don't know. I probably would have gone down with my monkey as well. It really looked like he was taking that.
Yeah, very, very close. The wall off going to be coming over here, looking pretty good for Dap. His gold is going to be very exposed. Obviously, archers will be able to hit that. But ultimately, I actually like what he's doing with these walls. See if he can get military out to defend what is going to be coming, though, as we will have what I imagine will be man-at-arms, since Feudal Age is about to be in for both players here in about 50 seconds.
Yep, definitely man-at-arms into archers as the Mayans here. I guess it's possible it's also men-at-arms into archers as the Berbers.
That's a lovely hitch. Did you explain to her what has happened? Hopefully you did. Feudal Age for both coming in here. Man-at-Arms upgrade did come in immediately as far as the click is concerned for Gurus, but Dap is not going to do that. He's actually going to not be paying attention and take a terrible exchange here as the militia have lost so much HP, and these will soon be man-at-arms. Better micro on that one, though, so he will escape with 2 militia at this point, which is commendable at this point.
Yep, that went horribly, but in the end, I guess it's still 1-for-1. The men-at-arms have a lot more mileage left in them, however, but if they're drawn away from Dap's base, maybe by the time they actually arrive, there will be good military to deal with them. So Dap actually sacrificing his militia for a good cause here.
Indeed. Hitch, I hope you explained to her about our Lord and Savior Doubt and why his face is on the side of the castles. Nonetheless, archers, or archery range for Dapwnerer here. Single range for him, and looks like the same here will be a blacksmith coming down for Gurus already. Militia are cleaned up, but blacksmith coming down on this side as well. Looks like it will be an archer opening for our Berber player, which is always interesting for me to see Berbers go into an archery range.
Well, if you know you're facing archers, you kind of are inclined to go for ranged units yourself, and archers are just the better ranged unit. They're more versatile. I mean, they actually beat skirms in a lot of circumstances as well. I don't dislike it, but going archer v archer against Mayans, it does feel a bit bad.
Yep, and we do have archer out this way doing some scouting. I think we're going to see Dap try to wall this up a little bit more here. And right now, looking like it's just going to be a pretty passive position for both. A few archers here, a few archers there, but I think both players are going to be pretty much walled up here, going for big walls on every side.
Yep, giant areas walled for both players. Almost a little bit too big. Like, they've kind of walled in a lot of space with nothing in it. Their walls make sense given the natural obstacles on the map, but I'm just imagining the time it would take for Vils to get to some of these wall spots for reinforcement, and I feel like these walls will fall as soon as they're attacked.
Sorry. I think it's going to be easy to break in as well. Just have to wait and see, though, because it looks like the archers should be able to fend off the archers before they get in.
Yep, Dap with a nice defensive group of archers here, separating the reinforcements from the main group for Guras. Yeah, Dap actually has an opportunity to defeat in detail these armies here. As he does retreat, I don't know. Dap must be the lower rated player. You're kind of scared to micro against higher elo players sometimes, but as I say that, when you're competing 1v1 in a tournament, you kind of just have to face your fears and go at them. I think if you're literally scared to, like, fight with similar numbers of similar units, you stand no chance.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be difficult to not take a fight and win or lose and feel good about it. And right now, military count for Guras is just skyrocketing ahead here. 10 military advantage.
Well, it's the KD, man. I think as soon as I said that, Dap did take the fight and get absolutely wrecked, man. It's quite possible that... I mean, I think you were looking away from the fight, but it's quite possible that Guras is doing a next-level micro technique, and Dap is just outclassed in Archer vs. Archer fights.
Yeah, it's going to be very rough for him to deal with this military, especially now. Things are looking to be rough. He is going to try to wall up a little bit over here. He doesn't have anything in the southern region, at least, so if he can wall that up and keep his military out of that area, he will have to abandon some farms, most likely, but all in all, it could be worse.
You say it could be worse, man, but this is almost feeling like a game-ending position. Idling all these farms at this early phase is just so bad for the economy. He's gonna get through these walls again and continue doing damage. Dap is dedicating a lot of resources to idling vills, to trying to re-wall. Guras is just gonna pull away, man. He's got a huge eco lead. He's gonna get to Castle Age first. He's got a huge military lead. Guras' position here, I think, is almost cemented, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be rough, but he will be able to get some knights out in the next age. Needs to get a few more on gold. But ultimately, he's not losing vills here. He's lost, what looks like only one here at the moment. I mean, all in all, these have killed only one eco unit, all combined, so...
Hey, TC idle time, though, accounts for 4 vills. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the bright side, and they are going for different units, so that there's a chance that the Knights could take an excellent trade. But that said, he doesn't have the first cavalry armor, even, so... I mean, honestly, just without +2, Knights can't take a good trade versus archers. Or crossbows with Botkin, that is.
Yeah, and this is going to be a lot worse with this no upgrades here. All these vills are likely going to go down now, actually, because they're not going to be able to all run away. We do have some stranded vills on the other side of the wall as well.
Yep. And honestly, I bet Dap knows the game is lost at this point. But the series certainly isn't, man. With the remaining 2 maps being his home map, Banana, and Land Nomad, the 2 wackiest maps in the pool, an upset is definitely still possible for Dap. However, this game, man, if you're in Castle Age at this point, 26 vills, 0 military, yeah, it's obvious.
Yep, definitely did the damage. Didn't have the upgrades in. No bloodlines, no armor. Really, really can hurt there, especially him getting in. Very rough position to be in there.
Yep, I mean, it seems like Arabia is the map where the favored players shine the most. I'm sure that Guras has probably thousands more games than Dap played on Arabia, but I bet Dap actually has the experience advantage on Banana.
Did he choose Banana in the last bracket? Do we know?
I remember seeing him in a game on Banana, and either he won or he observed a strategy that he liked because he chose it here.
Fair enough, fair enough. Maps can be Banana, as we have already said. Mayans take the win over Berbers here. Dap looking to secure a game 2 win here to force a game 3. So let's not waste any more time. We're going to dive right into that one there. Banana. How many Banana games have we seen, Jabari? It has not been all that many.
Really? I mean, in this bracket, maybe 2 so far. I feel like it's been picked a lot, but not seen in every set, as one of the home maps is often unplayed. But between the brackets, we've seen a lot of Banana games, and no 2 of them have really played out the same.
Yep, welcome to Banana, guys. If you haven't seen this map, it is a logistical, interesting map. You can see the void is not Fog of War. You simply walk on the void, follow this monkey as he is going somewhere. I don't think Guras has probably seen this map the way he's...
No. The sheep scouting and monkey scouting is a dead giveaway that he has no idea what's up here. And for once, the map actually looks a lot like a banana. I'm very happy with this generation as far as resemblance to a banana goes.
Yep, it kind of makes it interesting, too, the way the res has spawned. The boar are actually quite far away for one player, and one is really close. But ultimately, it's definitely within reason. And we'll see what happens here. Instant lumber camp here for our Hun player. So I guess Huns will probably pick here due to the lack of housing space, would be my guess.
He had Franks in the pool, and he went for Huns, a civ whose primary bonus is completely negated by the fact that you have 200 pop spaces every civ to start here. Guras did not know anything about this map. I'm 1000% confident he went in blind here.
Yeah, it feels rough. Obviously, having those houses early is quite helpful, and it kind of changes everything. We have had some people build houses, but once everyone figures out that you don't have to, it is quite helpful. Now,
indeed. And Dap, man, I bet he picked Goths for the Men-at-Arms play. I don't like it, but that's got to be what he's thinking here, as Huskarls or any other reason why you would go for Goths doesn't really feel applicable.
Yeah, it definitely is interesting, but we'll see what happens here. It looks like Dap did do some damage to a Vil, but the Vil will get away. Barracks is already down for Dap as well. He's about to complete that, so he's going to be doing this early, it feels like.
Yep, I mean, maybe it's militia, not men-at-arms. As Guras, he actually has no need to leave the range of his TC, man. He's got plenty of food, gold, and wood within range. So militia kind of can't deny anything, but militia can take map control for a tower, which can deny everything. It's quite interesting to see this map played with so little knowledge of the meta.
Yeah, we'll see what comes from it here. Obviously, Guras is the higher seeded player, so he is the higher ranked player, so we'd expect him to adapt to his situation. But we'll see what he comes up with. Huns, I feel like, have an interesting matchup here against Goths, though. Obviously, going to have to go into the night line, I would say. I don't know if you can... Go ahead.
Oh, it's an atrocious matchup. Goths lack champion. I think they might even be one sword upgrade shy from that. I forget. But they lack hand cannon and champion, which are kind of considered to be the common answers to Goths.
Well, they even lack two-handed swordsmen. So.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I forgot exactly which unit it was there. And without those, I don't know. What do you go for? It's not a choke point type map, so like scorpions don't work.
Yeah, I think you have to go for Hun Knights here, honestly. The call. Thank you for the rating, party man. Hope your stream went well. Thank you. Hello to all your viewers.
Yep, I hope the tournament's going well. I recall seeing him post notification of a tournament around the same time we posted the one for this on AOE Zone.
Indeed, indeed. Rating a banana game. You know it. Clowns at work over here. Yeah, but I mean, Goth versus Huns, it just seems so rough. I mean, Huns. I mean, there's a lot of gold on this map. A lot of gold. So maybe he's gonna try to go a double gold comp. Go Cav Archer Knight. Could be doable.
I mean, yeah, Cav Archer Knight. They don't even get Onager, man. Cav Archer Knight just like so beautifully countered by Huskarls and the spear line from Goths. It's tough. Whatever you do as Huns here, you want to end it fast, man. The deeper you get into your tech trees and civ bonuses as Goths, the easier it is to crush Huns.
Indeed.
And given the way Arabia played out, I think Guras definitely has a good chance, regardless of his total lack of map knowledge and horrible civ matchup.
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. Your match is going to be casted, or your set, rather, will be casted after this set concludes. So, stay tuned. Not quite a tournament, but a 3v3 league. That's right. Yeah, because I was looking at trying to participate in that, but unfortunately the scheduling was not working out for me with all of this going on. So maybe next time, but hope it continues to go well. It will be stable here for Gurus, and he has quite a bit on wood. He has very little. Actually, he has 11 on food, but it's all on berries.
As Dap is being so passive, I guess he wants to come around the side here, trying to be sneaky. His militia were definitely within the line of sight of that barracks at some point, but it's quite possible Gurus didn't see it as yet. The monkey spots it now. The militia should just take this. They honestly trade fine versus the monkey. They trade fine versus the spears. Very good timing on men-at-arms. They're going to train better than fine here. As, yeah, these militia have done work. Though Guras, man, he ends up coming away with a favorable KD there somehow.
Microing like crazy is all. Scout numbers now out on the map.
As Dap is answering with his own scouts as Goths. Call me old school, man, but when I play Goths, I tend to not add stables or archery ranges.
It's definitely an interesting one. I mean, I feel like it's not terrible, obviously, because it's just scouts right now, but it's not something you really want to continue long term here.
Yeah, I mean, it won't hurt in the long term, especially with the range coming up from Guras. Like, Scout, Spear is a decent comp. I dig the Tower, man. Towers do extra work on this map because, I mean, there's just so little area that taking map control of, you know, a tower's range worth of area is just, like, tremendous. Like, a single tower literally ranges maybe 20% of the land on the map. As very good timing for Dap here. He's going to get his tower up with enough time to deny this one if he micros the tower fire well.
Yeah, it should be a good thing for him. And not only that, but like you said, the map position that can be gained from this could be really huge here. The tower will actually go up. The spearman here will be done for underneath. And now, kind of an issue here. Have all these vills forward. Yeah, and he's gonna run back here. A lot of investment into this, however, for Dap, as he's built a lot here and continues to drop towers now, which is interesting. But at the same time, he's lacking a bit of res here compared to his opponent, and I think Gurus is just going to try to, like, not produce and click to the next age before long.
Yep, I approve. The Castle Age power spike would be such a huge thing here. If I were Dap, man, I would definitely try to get to Castle Age and get that castle slam down for map control, for defense, and crucially as well for access to the Huskarl, which is definitely one of the potentially most overpowered unique units in the game.
Yep, Towers doing work here. Nice play to fix up his other tower here. Fletching coming in for Dap faster as well. Needs to save his vills, but ultimately in a fairly good position as he's going to have villagers even try to rush it here and will deny that, which is always lovely. All in all, Dap is buying himself time, and he has forced a lot of vills to be queued here. Holy crap. I think he has 12 villagers queued right now. Oh no, Dap's losing his vills forward here. That tower will go down. Oh, tower does get the payback for 2 vill kills as well. So ultimately, this is looking decent for Dap. He's down a little bit because of TC idle time here. But altogether, he is holding on for now.
Yep, Dap's position is reasonable. Eco KD and overall KD are pretty similar, though Dap has like 3 vills worth of idle TC time more than the opponent. But given the Civ matchup, I actually still prefer Dap's position, as Dap has way over collected gold, man. This guy needs to slam a market and buy food for sure.
I mean, he may just be trying to all-in this here with what we've seen from him so far. He's continuing to drop towers. There's another one here behind the range. He's started to produce his own archers. He does have towers to defend himself with. He can just walk back to these. He is down to 4 vills forward here, but I mean, he's doing alright.
He's doing alright, yeah.
You can always check the VOD tomorrow, or YouTube video will be uploaded in a couple days. We're uploading like 3 days out right now because there's so many sets.
Yep.
Market gonna come up here for Guras in the back. He'll be on his way to the next age before long. This tower I don't think will finish. I think he should abandon this tower. Obviously it's gonna be a lot up to abandon, but what can you do at this point with that, you know?
Yep, I mean, the defensive towers are like that completely thwarts the forward progress of this Trush. As Dap disagrees, man. It looks like he's going to try and vill fight this tower down. He's building a tower 2 tiles away from an enemy tower that's garrisoned. This is extremely confusing play. I mean, it could go up if Guras literally doesn't see it and this Vill's able to distract the fire. But I would not want to build a tower relying on the opponent just outright not seeing it like this.
Yeah, and then this other tower did go up. So he was watching this whole time, calculated it out just fine. And ultimately, that is another doubt tower here. And another barracks. I mean, Dap is just in this here. He's not giving up the feudal age. Castle age is on its way here for Guras. Oh, there's Castle age for Dap too, so...
Yep, and in the end, man, Banana is kind of like about pushing the line. And the battle line here is so favorable for Dap. He has like 80% map control. If he wants to drop a castle, he can cement this position. Dap has won the feudal age, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's really not all that far away from a castle. He could just mine, which is he's going to stone now. Or he could decide to just buy what he has with all that gold. And he could be in a fine position there as well. Looks like our yellow player Guras here is going to continue with arch production, so maybe he's thinking about just going into crossbows at this point in the game.
I mean, he's Huns, so crossbow into CA seems fine, but once the Huskarls come out, I mean, I personally hate producing any ranged units. Hypothetically, CA can micro down Huskarls, but that is truly just a hypothetical, man. If there's like multiple groups of Huskarls hitting multiple places, it's not realistic to micro them down. They just eat archers.
Yeah, and Castle Age is going to be a little bit faster here. There's crossbow, there's Botkin. So crossbow will be the play. Infantry upgrade, scale armor coming in here. Foraging already in. We'll see. There are vills being sent forward. I think he's just going to drop off a little bit more stone. And a castle will come forward here, but I mean, these crossbows coming out will take some damage and some losses, but he's gonna walk right by.
This is a way to throw. I really hope he gets this up, man, as only 3 crossbows survive. They're kind of walled out. The knights come in. Oh boy.
Lord
This
Doubt
castle
claims another one,
is-
I think, man.
This castle is so crucial. Please finish the wall up. Oh my god, he's only walled in. Please finish. Oh. There's other ways he can finish this. Oh. This is a throw and a half right here, man. He was so close. Honestly, if he got the castle up literally anywhere on the map, I would have favored his position so much. But instead, he's now looking at a 14-5 Eco KD, a doubt castle, and the castle is like so doubty that even if he deleted it, he wouldn't have the res to rebuild another one.
Not only that, his opponent is just mass-producing military right now. We've got knights, we've got cav archers on the field, we still have a few crossbows remaining. Only going to be a few knights going to be able to fight this back. This knight's going to get lucky and get a bunch of low HP kills here, but I don't think he's got the eco set up properly or the production buildings to compete with this right now. And there's no +1 armor on the knights either, as he was going into infantry upgrades. Forward tower, the final one here for Dap's going to go down.
Yeah. I mean, given the way the map is so linear as well, there's just no chance that Dap is going to somehow sneak in and get this castle up. He needs to just buy a castle. With this many ranged units out, Huskarls are your only hope. A castle guarantees your survival until Imperial Age.
He's going to try to add a town center here and maybe just try to hold some map position. But yeah, this castle, even if it goes up at this point, it's going to be missing quite a bit of HP as these knights and cav archers just continue to do damage. Gurus is going to drop a siege workshop, and honestly, I think he's probably just going to make a ram and just try to take that castle out at this point.
Without a castle and Huskarls, Dap's military situation is properly hopeless. He's going to have fewer units. They're going to be inferior. I don't see any potential way for him to win this game without a castle. And I don't know what he's waiting for, man. That gold isn't doing anything in his bank.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got one stable producing here. He's got bloodlines in now. He does have +2 attack, +1 defense. But ultimately, he's very, very outnumbered. It is 7 military to 21 at the moment. And it looks like we're just going to continue to see Cav Archer, Knight, and there comes Bloodlines of the Knights. A Ram in queue as well, so this castle's not even going to go up. It's too late.
And I believe Dap lacks a market, which possibly explains how he could possibly be floating at this much gold. As Dap, I mean, he seems to be focusing economy. As soon as this army rolls up on this TC, he's not going to be able to fend it off, and his economic advantage he's gaining now will just disappear.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have the economic advantage at this point. It's falling even more and more behind. Town Watch, bunch of villas queued for Gurus behind this. He deletes the castle, and this is a very questionable castle still, but has a better chance of going up than the last one, given he has some military here to hopefully defend.
I dig it, man. If this castle goes up, he can still win, but it looks like it's not going up. It's getting rammed down as a foundation. Yeah. I believe this is GG.
Yeah, I agree. Villager count, military count, everything is going in favor for Gurus here. The forward aggression isn't going to pay off thanks to this very, very rough Doubt Castle #1. What is it with Doubt Castles the last couple of days? My goodness.
I don't know, man.
Not going to be deleted, it looks like. Yeah, all the stone is lost. GG, good luck next here. Gurus will take Banana here in very convincing fashion there.
Yep, Dap had victory within his grasp in that game. But at the end of the day, I didn't look up these players' elos, but I guess there's probably like a 400 difference or something at least. This was definitely the expected outcome.
Yeah, I think Dap is like a 1350, 1400 player. I think Guras is like 1700. So, first round of this bracket obviously is going to be quite different in elos. But
Indeed.
GG's to both. Dapwnerer did participate in the middle bracket that we had, the mid bracket here, and I think he did pretty decently there. Made it through at least a round or two. So, congrats and thank you for participating in the upper bracket. Always nice to have people want to do that. And congratulations to Gurastobbybufas here. He's going to advance on to the next round. We will update that bracket here in just a second. But before we do so, we shall say goodbye to Dapwnerer.